Welcome, here I've got Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 and I'm gonna show you the top tricks of its camera. So at first we have to tap on the camera button here to open it, and as you can see for now we are in the standard photo mode, so let's see what we've got here. And let me start with this settings bar. As you can see here we have also access to other modes of this camera. We can pick the slow motion mode, short video mode, video, photo, 48 megapixels, which is the best possible quality of this camera, portrait, night, panoramic, and the pro mode. So this is a lot. I'm not going to speak about all of these modes now because I don't have time for this, but I suggest you to make experiments with that and just have a good fun. For now let me stay on the standard photo, and let me start by tapping on the screen anywhere like that. As you can see here we have access to this ring. This is the focusing, so we can focus anywhere you need. And by tapping on this we get access also to the exposure compensation. As you can see, by tapping on this a little bit longer we can make our picture just more bright or dark before we take it. This is how it works. Now let's move to these buttons here. As you can see we can change here the lenses, so this is the ultra wide lens, the center one here is the wide lens, and also we have the macro lens, so this is how it works. And as you can see this is also connected with the zoom, so let me show you how to zoom. We can do it by using two fingers and get closer to my subject and also go back. So this is how it works. And now let's go to this settings bar and let me start from the left. The first one button here is the flash, so we can turn on the auto flash. The camera recognizes now when it's needed, and when it's too dark we can turn it on every time we take a picture. And also here we have access to the torch, so this is the free light here. For now let me keep this turned off and let's go to the HDR now. We can here turn on the HDR on auto, so the camera also recognizes when it's needed. We can turn it on every time we take a picture, and we can turn it off. I suggest you to keep this on the auto because the HDR helps to improve the details in the brightest and darkest areas of our pictures, and it really helps to making the photos just more beautiful. Now let's go to this button here. When we tap on this we get access to the filters, so we can make our picture just more beautiful before we take it. As you can see this is how it works and this is how to pick this. For now let me stay on the normal one and let's move to the right corner here. By tapping on this button we get access to some other options we can manage, as you can see. And let me start with the camera frame here. By tapping on this we can change the ratio of this camera. Now it changed from 3:4 to 9:16. As you can see the background has changed, so this is a little bit longer one ratio. When I tap on this once again we go to the full frame, so this is the full ratio of this camera. The next one also is here 1:1, the square one, and by tapping on this again we go back to 3:4, so this is the original one, and this is how it works. Now let's go to the camera timer. By tapping on this we can change the delay of taking a picture. As you can see now it's 3 seconds delay, we can change it to the 5 and turn it off. So for now let me pick 3 seconds to show you how it works, and let me take a picture. And as you can see here we have the countdown, and the picture was taken with 3 seconds of delay. So for now let me turn this off and let's go to the tilt shift. As you can see here we have some blur with the background, we have circle and parallel like that. This is how it looks like. So this is also kind of beautifying our picture before we take it. Now let's go to the show grid lines button. By tapping on this we can turn on and turn off the camera grid lines. This is how it works. Here let me keep this turned on now. And it shows us these lines, as you can see. This is useful when we want to use the rule of thirds in photography and making experiments with composition. Also remember that these lines are not visible at the real picture, so when I take a photo and go here to the quick access to the gallery, we can see them at the real picture. So these lines are only to help us taking better photos. And of course by going again to the settings in the right corner and tapping on this we can turn it off, so for now they are gone. The same thing happens with the straighten, so this is the camera leveler. As you can see, by tapping on this we can turn it on and turn it off, and it shows us this line. This is useful when we want to keep our photographic topic straight at the picture. As you can see, this is how it works here. And also we can turn it off by just again tapping on this. And now let's go here to the left corner. By tapping on this button we can open the advanced camera settings. This is a lot, so let me show you a few of them. And now let me pick the camera watermark at the first place. By tapping on this we can turn on the timestamp watermark by using this button like that. We can also add the device watermark. We can add just one of this or both, and with the device watermark we have also connected the custom watermark, so here we can add our own watermark, for example hard reset, and save. And this is how to manage this. For now let me keep this turned on, and let's go to the camera to take another picture. And now let's go here again to the left corner at the bottom to the gallery. So this is our picture, and as you can see here we have the watermarks. From the left we have the custom watermark with the device, so Redmi Note 9 with hard reset, and from the right we have the date and time watermark. This is how it works here. And of course to turn it off we just have to simply tap on these buttons again. And now let's stay again on the camera settings, and let me focus on the picture quality. So here we can manage this. We can pick the high, standard quality, and also the low. Of course I suggest you to keep this on the best possible, so high. Now let's slide a little bit down to the quick settings, and let me focus on the volume buttons function. By tapping on this we can manage the volume buttons which are here. In the standard usage with the device, it allows us to control the voice of the smartphone, and with cooperation with the camera we can change the function to the shutter, countdown, zoom, or volume. So for now let me pick shutter to show you how it works, and let's go back to the camera and let me try to use this now. And as you can see, by tapping on this now I can easily take a picture, so this is really useful. So now let's go again to the quick settings, and let me show you the press and hold shutter button. So when we tap on this we can manage the shutter, and we can pick the burst shot or the focusing. So let me stay on the burst shot because this is interesting option. When we have this turned on we can take a series of picture, so we can, by tapping the shutter a little bit longer, take many pictures at the same time. As you can see 20, we have here the countdown. So this is also really cool. And now let's go here to the quick settings and to the last one option, scan QR codes. By using this button we can turn it off and turn it on like that. I suggest you to keep this turned on because when we have this we can scan QR codes by using the camera app, so you don't need any other app to do it. This is really easy here. And now let's move to the general settings and to the save location info option at the first place. By tapping on this button we can easily turn it on and turn it off like that. This is how it works here. And also the important information here is that to make it work correctly, when you really want to save the actual location of your photo, you have to be connected with the internet, for example the Wi-Fi, and you have to turn on the location of this device. So remember about these two parameters to make it work. And now let me turn it on, all of these settings, and let's go back to the camera and take another photo. Now let's go again to the gallery. So this is our picture, and to check its location we have to tap on the center to get access to the gallery settings. And now let's focus on this button here in the right corner at the bottom. From here let's pick the details, and here we have the location, so greetings from Kraków, Poland. This is how it works. So let me go again to the settings, let's slide down, and here let me draw your attention to the camera sounds. By tapping on this button we can turn it off and turn it on like that. This is how it works. And also when we manage all of these settings, sometimes we want to go back to the auto settings, and this is the last one option I want to show you here. We can easily do it by using the option at the end here, restore default settings. When we tap on this, all of the settings came back to the auto. So okay. And this is it. That's all. Thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.